Welcome back, video creeps. So something that I've been wanting to talk about for a while is that new the Chucky season 2 trailer that came. I was on hiatus, I was away, so I couldn't talk about it, but I'm gonna talk about it. I want to talk about it today. I want to talk about it now. And we're gonna break down that season 2 trailer scene by scene. Then I'll give you all my thoughts and speculations and all that good stuff. Nothing? You want to make me talk about like The Village or something?
No, I would like to hear you talk about Chucky.
Oh, well. Right on then. Thank you.
Start the video.
Okay, yep, All right, so the first shot that we see in this thing is a shot of Jakey boy. And he's looking like he got like a fresh cut, son. Dead parents and shit, but clearly someone's taking care of this boy. I do wonder if we'll get like a montage of him like cutting his own hair, like how all these cool kids do nowadays. You gotta, like, why are kids so cool now? You see a like 12-year-old and they're like buzzing half of their hair off. It's like, I didn't even think to do that till like my 20s. You know what Jake kind of looks like to me? For some reason, he looks like Dwayne from the Basket Case movies. Nobody else might see it. It might just be a me thing, but I can't help it. When I look at this kid, I'm just like, he has Dwayne energy.
Oh, you want to talk about looks? Oh, my man Belial is a sexy man. Oh, we love a guy in a good enclosure. He could put my jar in his basket anytime.
Everyone has a type, I guess.
Also, hello, jean jacket with the fur. That shit's flossy. I need one of those myself. Now, the next shot, it looks like Devin and Jake are being interviewed. Some time has clearly passed from the last fucking season to now. The reporter's even like, so what happened? What happened to that supernatural doll you said killed everybody? Remember that? Crazy story, which honestly would make sense. This is a small town, right? And so many people died in that movie theater. Like, I can't imagine that like it wouldn't at least attract the attention of a local newspaper. Oh, it's definitely from a local newspaper. Look at that setup. It's not sophisticated at all. Homie, you didn't even turn on your light. Am I the only one seeing this? I guess that natural light came in clutch. The next scene that we see is Jake, and he seems to be like driving away in a car. We don't know where, but we do see Devin in the background kind of like, no. And something that we know about this season going into it is that it's gonna be a big play on Child's Play 3 and probably Bride of Chucky era. Much like how in season 1, it was a play on Child's Play 1 and Child's Play 2. And because it is so reminiscent of Child's Play 3, that shot with Andy sitting in the car at the end of Child's Play 3, I do wonder if they're going to play it close to the chest and that scene is going to be the cops taking Jake somewhere. Like, look, bro, everybody keeps dying around you. Now, while Jake is being like taken away to just God knows where, we get a glimpse at like what Devin has going on, and like, I think Devin has it pretty fucking good. Like, the kid's doing kind of dope. Clearly that podcast took off because the place that we see Devin in when he's like trying to call Jake to figure out where he is, they have stoppers on their oil. Like a fucking, like the start of a charcuterie board. Two open jars of tomato sauce for one meal? Well, how many people are we feeding? That does not look like a multiple person household. Devin's living in the lap of luxury over there, while Jake is just being taken away. I want to know where he went. I do. It's on the mind. Just like, how much fucking spaghetti is Devin making? Come on. He's on the phone. It's just someone's paying that bill. Someone is paying Devin's phone. He's all like foisting responsibility onto Jake and shit. He's like, where are you? I'm like, Chucky, we need to talk about it. No one knows. No one knows where Jake went. Probably wherever that car took him. That's probably where Jake still is. Not everyone was lucky like you, fucking Devin, motherfucker.
Yeah, sometimes everyone else is gonna get better things, and you're just gonna be alone with no one and nothing.
Yeah, that's buddy.
Oh, thanks, man. That really means a lot.
Shh. Want to hear about the trailer? Now, up next, we're gonna see Lexi, and she's doing a line of some kind of prescription pill. Now, it looks too blurry for us to like zoom in and see exactly what kind of pill she's taking, but if I had to take a guess based off of what she was saying, I think she's snorting some kind of depressant, which would make sense based off of the residuals that she probably had to deal with from learning that there are supernatural forces in her world of existence and shit. So she probably has like her hands on like her mother's like Ativan or Volume or something. That's my guess. And I imagine that with that, we're going to see her going through quite a bit of anxiety, probably having some sleep issues. So I think the implication from that scene is that we will be seeing Lexi going through a big struggle with downers. On the complete opposite spectrum of that, we see the almost like comically fabulous Tiffany Valentine. And little fucking paraplegic Nika. Oof, I felt that shit in that last, if you don't, I reviewed every episode of that show. Like, just go watch that episode. But like, I was shocked. That is nowhere near as big as a shock as what we see happen to Nika Pierce. Oh my gosh, I think that's like one of the darkest things we've seen in the entire Child's Play Chucky universe. Like, I was not ready to see Nika just fucking poor girl. But we see that they are still like cohabitating together and shit. And like the most like astounding place that we've ever seen Tiffany Valentine live in. Like, stylistically, Tiffany Valentine, like where we see her living situations is just varied from film to film. She's only come up, son. Like, she is the true definition of a like rags to riches story, even if you have to supernaturally possess a celebrity to get there. She's not letting that get in her way. We got our first good look at Nika as well, and she's just wearing like a bib because Tiffany is taking fucking care of her, apparently. She looks great. Her hair looks awesome. Like, Tiffany is just playing fucking doll with her all day because she really does look very nice. And Nika is such a like sad story in this franchise because we've seen nothing but her fortitude. She was stabbed in the wound by Chucky, and like, she had to deal with a disability her whole life. She was like, fuck you, I'm going to college. Then she had to fucking fight Chucky and shit. And she was like, fuck you, I'm going to a mental institution. Then she goes to the mental institution, she just gets possessed and shit. Like, just fucking can't catch a break. Not to even mention like what Tiffany does. Like, come on, man. Nika's one of those few like genuine characters that she's always good. Every time that we see her, she's just awesome. Like, she's just a good person. And we just see nothing but shit smeared all over. And going into this trailer, like, it's no different. You gotta imagine that Tiffany has just stripped away the little bit of independence that Nika had left. It is not gonna be easy for Nika to make it out of this season, but like, no arms and no legs. I'm still here like fucking she could do it. Confined to a wheelchair or not.
Yeah, I know a thing or two about being confined.
Oh, your girl, I'm sorry.
It was 1949, and I was working with Linda Lovelace on the scene, when all of a sudden, this wacky new BDSM craze started making the rounds.
Okay, moving on. Moving on.
Let her finish.
Now, it seems like we're going to get a nice little reunion between Caroline and Chucky. But with Caroline knowing everything that she knows now, I just can't imagine that she's going to bring Chucky in with like welcoming arms and shit. When you kill somebody's parents, that kind of stains the relationship. But regardless, I am interested to see what their dynamic will be like on screen. We know for sure that Chucky is going to be playing some kind of like sick game of telephone. Like, we see him calling and reaching out to all three of the main survivors from the first season. But in this little montage in the trailer, what I found most interesting is this single shot, where it seems like some type of police officer is just talking to Lexi. Now, this doesn't necessarily read to me like Lexi is in some kind of like major trouble. Like, we just saw her snort a line. She's not a drug lord. This could potentially be the person who takes in Caroline and Lexi. But this scene does stick out to me. I do wonder what's happening for that scene to look so tense. Another super quick scene, but I gotta touch on it, is we got this quick shot of Jake opening up a door. And if you freeze it just right, you see this little kid in like a raincoat, which makes me wonder, are we gonna be seeing like a little reference to it? In the first season, it was chock full of little Easter eggs, like paying homage to other horror films. So I think there's a good chance that they're gonna bring that back for season 2 as well. And I think that may be one. I don't know that shit for sure, but like, if I was a gambling man. Now, I'm also assuming that is the place that Jake, we will pick up with him. Like, that's where they stuffed him and shit. Because there wasn't a lot of furniture. It doesn't look very, like, it doesn't look homey. But regardless, I am extremely excited to see what movies they pull from and are able to reference in this season. I think that's a super smart thing because who's watching the Chucky TV show? Horror fans, us, whoever's watching this right now. So when you can do things like that and pander to the audience, like, fucking yes, pander to me. I'm here. Make me feel special. At this point in the trailer, it looks like we get the big reveal that this entire season will largely take place in this Catholic school, which again, we're just doubling down on that Child's Play 3 reminiscent memory. And we also got the reveal that Devon Sawa will be back playing a brand new character. And I know a lot of people are kind of like, well, we just had 2 characters. Do we really need a third Devon Sawa character in this thing? And to be honest with you guys, yes, he's a king. We love to see it, and he can have all of the roles that he wishes.
How the heck does this franchise get away with using the same actor to play different characters all the time?
I don't know, maybe it's because this franchise has fucking balls. Everyone loves Rick and Morty, like this is some alternate universe shit. Accept it. Move on.
Well, Chucky hasn't gone sci-fi yet. Maybe now he can go sci-fi.
Shh. Trailer. Now we get a beautiful shot of this nun receiving the notorious Child's Play package, just ripping it, and we see that just beautiful color of yellow and a dope little good guy looking right back at her. And I'm sure they did like some editing magic to make it look like the nun, like fucking, ay Dios mío, when she saw the package. But I'm sure that nun is gonna find like a dead body, and that's the shot that they used. You're not gonna get me, trailer. And this is where the trailer starts to actually like really heat up. We see all those Chuckies get like activated. They start stabbing through the fucking like the plastic. We pick up with where we left Andy driving that truck, and now he's like under assault of these Chuckies. They're inside the truck, they're on top of the truck, like it's pandemonium. But what we don't see in there is a shot of Tiffany, who last we knew was in that truck. So I am very excited to see how we go from like that gun on Andy to this big heroic moment. Maybe he like kicks her out of the fucking like truck, you know, like a la Bride of Chucky, you know, there's influences there too. We got a couple cuts of the kids at school and a nice little flashback scene to when like, you know, just Devin and Jake, they can just kiss all the time. I haven't checked in with the Catholic Church, but I don't know if they're going to be allowed to do that this season. Also, I love this shot of the trailer with like, Chucky just looks like he's having the time of his life. And since we're about halfway through with the trailer, I think it's a perfect time to check in with our friends over at Sledgehammer Horror.
Well, hello there, video creeps. It's so nice to see you again. I am Ken Sledge.
And I'm Ashley Sledge.
And we are Sledgehammer Horror. And we are so excited to be bringing you the letter of the day. And the letter of today is S.
S is for slasher, no matter how big or small.
Some underestimate him because they think he's just a doll.
He will murder you in some very creative ways.
Trying to steal your body because your soul is what he craves.
If you hear his voodoo chant, you might want to run.
Because being Chucky's friend till the end just isn't very much fun.
You will love his humor, no matter what he said.
And like his one-liner, presto, you're dead.
I very much enjoy the way that they are both slaying right now aesthetically.
I know, they fucking killed it.
And if you enjoyed their letter of the day...
Oh my God, shut the fuck up, Depression. Just shut the fuck up. Make sure that you follow our friends over at Sledgehammer Horror. I just really like Chucky is all. Even though he's a whole bitch.
What do you mean?
I don't know. A strangler. He sure uses a lot of weapons. I've straight up robbed liquor stores before. No gun, just these hands. Now we see Nika, number one, looking stunning, but she's proclaiming like fucking Tiffany, she needs to die. Like I'm gonna kill her. But who is she saying that to? It makes me wonder if like maybe Glenn's like personality won't shift much. Maybe he's still kind-hearted and good, and him and Nico will befriend one another. Someone has to. I actually have a lot of questions about Glenn. Like, will he still sound like Billy Boyd with his pre-established allegiance to his mother? Is this thing that she's doing now with Nika gonna challenge their relationship in some way? I'm curious to find out. Will Glenn and Glenda even get along? Let me know in the comments, because I'm super curious. We get a shot of Tiffany doing her signature throat slitting. Just not a Tiffany if she's not doing that shit. I'm also wondering if this could maybe be like Junior's house or something. Like, since those murders went down and no one's in the house and, you know, Chucky's house exploded, maybe that was like a rental dude or something just coming to check out the house and like, you know. Now, speaking of Glenn and Glenda, we finally get our first full shot of them from the back. And we get a nice glimpse at their car that just says they/them, letting us know that one or both of these people will be non-binary, which I don't know if that will apply for Glenda, but like for Glenn, it certainly makes sense with everything that we knew about him and his conflicting feelings about like, you know, just his gender. We get this shot of Nadine, a brand new character who it's been like made to seem like she's supposed to be like super important, but like I checked the IMDb. Homegirl's only credited for one episode, so I don't know. Could this mean that we have like a Barb from Stranger Things situation? Will the future be just filled with people like, bring Nadine back? Or it's just the case where she hasn't been credited yet because nobody knows how many episodes she's going to be in. It's a show where people get murdered. That is spoiler territory. I don't fucking know. I'm just saying what I learned. Another shot that has people kind of like in a tizzy, people questioning what it is this one right here where people are speculating if this is Glenda maybe running down. I do not believe that that is the case. I think it is a much stronger possibility that Lexi has found herself in Tiffany's clutches or something, and whilst trying to get away, this is what she did to accomplish that. And we might even have like a little Easter egg there. When you look on top of her head, she has that cap on. Looks a lot like the shit that Kyle wears. I think we all know that Kyle did not really die in the first season. And if you do think that Kyle died in the first, like, don't be naive. Seriously, just grow up. Grow up. We don't let go of legacy characters without like big emotional focus and shit. Like, we didn't see how Andy was affected by it. You don't think we would have seen that? Now, nearing the end of this trailer, we got a bunch of quick shots of just pandemonium from throughout the season. There's some people running during in the school. We have Devin here again emulating some Child's Play 3 stuff with a knife, kind of like going at Chucky. Like, who knows? Maybe Chucky will try and cut his Achilles heel like he did to Andy in part 3. Then we have this shot of Jake checking out, most likely that same Chucky doll that we see the nun receive earlier in the trailer. He probably sees it from across the way. He's like, uh-oh, that's never a good sign. And if in the scene you look at his right hand, it actually looks like he's holding some kind of weapon or a phone or something, but Jake's doing something there. Then, of course, this thought-provoking scene with like Nika seemingly speeding away from this house. You know, I speculated that this could be Junior's house, but like, just based off of these grounds, now that we've seen it twice with like Lexi running away and then like now Nika kind of running away and shit, or motor scootering away, I'm curious as to how she's moving so fast. Just based off of that like real estate, I actually don't think it's Junior's house. I mean, she is still fucking Jennifer Tilly, right? So she's got that J-Tiz money. But it is curious, how is Nico moving so fast? Like, I'm sure I'm going to be watching every episode trying to be like, is it that chair? Is that how she's going to be moving so fast? Maybe she gets on that lunch truck. I don't know, but I'm intrigued. Possibly my favorite reveal from this trailer is in this next shot where we see a Tiffany doll hanging out with Caroline. Which, yo, what a great play. She already knows that Chucky sucks, but maybe this other supernaturally possessed doll that talks to me, unlike all of my other dolls, will be the doll that actually will be kind of nice to me. And to be honest, like that Tiffany it's such an underutilized look. I love that original Tiffany doll. So to see her come back, I think is really clever. And just to the Child's Play lore, it's awesome. Like we have all these iterations of Chucky with the slash face, with the knife hand, with the burn. Like, it's cool that we also have all of these different iterations of Tiffany, like her original doll. We got stylish Tiffany. We have Tiffany, that's Jennifer Tilly. We also have a burned Tiffany. NECA, get on that. But clearly Caroline is affected to some degree because we see her with like a knife in her hands. Why do you have that? You don't need that. It's like fucking Friday when the father finds out that Ice Cube has the gun. He's like, I need it for protection. Great movie. And of course, the trailer ends with a great one-liner from Chucky himself. That beautiful wanna pray, and ending just like most of this trailer with a reminiscent scene from Child's Play 3, spooking the nun to death. From everything that I see in this trailer, this is really, really exciting. I already really love the first one. I mean, I'm already a gigantic Chucky fan. So to see them nail this season 2 trailer, it just feels really good. Play the trailer again. I want to watch it.
Can I talk now?
No!
I just wanted to hear a song.
Ah, well, that I could do. Straight out of hacky sack, the crazy little Tom and Joe. Stabbing up children, 'cause you know we don't give a fuck. No, no, no. Where Michael kills kids now, and it's really cute. But I've been killing kids long I can find the dopest army you never heard of. I'll bring my girl Tiffany and Nika's shitty legs so I can create the perfect killer who's underage. Who's underage. I target my man Jake 'cause I thought that he could do it, but Lexi's little sister's here, so screw it. Andy and Kylie gonna try and intervene, but I finally found the perfect fucked up teen. A fucked up teen, oh, and he's gonna be, oh, and he's gonna be my perfect underage killer. My perfect underage killer. My perfect underage killer. He's my perfect underage killer. After killing Devin, I was 36 more times. I'm gonna get that emo junior to commit all my crimes. We're gonna show up to the movie and stab a few asses, while my army of Chuckies get sent to the masses. Tiffany betrayed me and Nika is back, but this giant army is under attack. Oh, it's under attack. Now Kyle is dead. What's Andy gonna do? Season 2. Season 2. It's season 2. You're gonna meet the perfect underage killer. The perfect underage killer. Oh yeah. That's what's gonna happen, baby. Perfect underage killer. The perfect underage killer. Kyle is dead. What's Andy gonna do? Tune in, folks, for Chucky season 2. Season 2. It's up to you. If you want, you can meet my perfect underage killer. The perfect underage killer. If you've made it to the end of my video, welcome. This is the end part of my video. If you enjoyed my little breakdown of this trailer, make sure that you like the video, comment, so that way we can talk. I love talking to you guys. You know, maybe we could do something later. Like hit the notification bell, so that way you know when I drop the next video. Also, for all my Chucky heads out there, I will be reviewing every single episode, just like I did last season. So especially hit that notification bell if you're down to hear me rattle on about that as well.
Also, don't forget to check out the links down below.
One, that'll take you to my other channel with my best friend Brad, where we make funny skits playing with action figures. It's hilarious. You like to laugh? Go laugh over there as well. And again, our good friends over at Sledgehammer Horror, you gotta follow them. And once you do and you keep making your way through the rest of those links, my Patreon is there. A link to my shirt, all kinds of great stuff. I really hope that you enjoyed this breakdown, and I can't wait for that first episode to drop, so that way we can get together and talk about it again. That's gonna be it for this video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace, video creeps. But Kyle is dead. What's Andy gonna do? Tune in, motherfuckers, for Chucky season 2.